So we'll get started and coming to a comfortable seated position. And just let the crown of your head rise. You can just take your hand like away from your face, but down, like closing your eyes, and imagine that your hand's kind of closing your eyes. And maybe even take your hands and kind of put them around your body as if you're releasing any kind of negativity, any worries in your being, in your aura. Okay, so then let your hands rest in your lap. And take a deep inhale. Inhale a little more, and a little more. And now slowly exhaling through your nose. Relax your jaw. Allow the hint of a smile at the corners of your mouth. Feel your breath like waves in the body, gentle waves or a gentle breeze. You're going to inhale your arms overhead. Let your arms slowly rise overhead. And then exhale, let your arms float down to your sides. Perfect. Inhale overhead. Exhale, release down. And again, inhaling overhead. And exhaling down. You're going to inhale overhead and exhale. Twist to the right, your right hand coming behind you, left hand across your body. Soften here. And then inhale to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, leaning to the right. Let your left arm come overhead. Open the left side. And then flow to the opposite side. Now, right arm overhead, right side opening. Just go back and forth here, side to side. Now, take your hands to your knees and start to circle the spine to wake up your energy here. Rising Kundalini energy from the spine up to the crown of the head, and then reverse the direction. Nice. And now come back to center, and I don't know about you, but right now the pollen is so thick that I've been having allergies. So we'll do a breath that's really good for the sinuses. And it's basically just making the sound of a bee on your exhale. And it can be a really soft sound of a bee, but that vibration then helps the sinuses. And you can do it either with without plugging your ears or with taking your fingers and just closing your ears. And then that helps to you feel the sound more internal and you hear it internal. Some people though, like if there's a history of trauma or anything, can have a sense of claustrophobia when you do the ears. So decide what you like, and you'll close your eyes. I'm gonna do the ears. And just as you exhale, that light sound of a buzzing of a bee, and just continue like that for a number of breaths. It can just be that soft sound. So release your hands down to your lap. Breathe in and out. So that's Bhramari breath, a good breath for this season of allergies. Inhale and exhale. You're going to bring your hands behind you, opening your eyes. Take the soles of your feet to the mat, and you're going to let your knees fall side to side. Yes, nice. So go ahead and bring your knees back around behind you and come to tabletop and find cat and cow here. Finding whatever movements are really feeling good for your body this evening. Maybe you've been sitting a lot on the computer today. So let go, let your lower back have a little bit of love and tune in to what you need. Let this time be for you, right? There's when our routines are all disturbed and there's kind of a lot of, we lose our routines that we had for our personal health and our taking care of ourselves. So it can become where we feel like we're doing a lot for everyone else and we've lost those things that really take care of us. So use this practice to take care of you and let it be your time. So come back to a flat back and you're gonna raise your right leg behind you and your left arm in front of you. Yeah. Breathing. What do we feel in our body? How does it feel this evening? Inhale and exhale. And release your hand and your knee back down to the mat. Raise your left leg behind you and your right arm. Breathing here. Contracting the core up towards the lower back. And then releasing down. Go ahead and press back for child's pose. Let your head fall between your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and soften the fingers on the mat. You're going to walk your hands off to the left side of your mat, taking your right hand on top of your left and leaning into the right hip, opening the right side body. And bring your hands back to center and then off to the right, your left hand on top of your right, opening your left side. And then coming back to center, you're going to slide forward onto your belly, bringing your elbows right beneath your shoulders. You're going to inhale up, straightening the arms. And then exhale, release down. You're going to take your hands out wider than mat distance. And go ahead and roll into each shoulder. Enjoy this. Feels good. Let go through your neck, through your arms, through your back. And then take your hands right beneath your shoulders and press back up to tabletop. Now inhale, right leg behind you, left arm in front of you. Big inhale. And exhale, release down. Inhale up, opposite side, left leg and right arm. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, hold here, bend your right knee up, reach around for the right foot with the left hand, opening your heart. Yes, beautiful. Keeping the right knee in line with the right hip. Yeah, nice. And release to lengthen through the spine. Release your right hand, left hand down to the mat. Right foot comes off to the left side of the mat. And you're gonna inhale, open your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, open the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, down. Just do one more like that. Inhaling up and exhaling down. You're gonna allow your right knee to bend. We're gonna come to cow facing pose. So as you walk back, your knees will stack one on top of the other. Perfect. So then your right elbow reaches for the ceiling and your left hand faces the back behind you, and then bending your left elbow and your arms reach for each other behind you. You can grab, if you have a strap or a scarf there, if your hands don't reach out. So you got it. So allow the crown of your head to rise. Yeah, nice, Tracy. The crown of your head is rising, your sits bones are anchoring. And then just pull your belly in and up. Perfect. Breathe. Allow the body to melt here, right? Like maybe we feel like, oh, we're struggling because our hands are reaching for each other. Let go of any struggle, because we don't want our practice to be a struggle this evening. We want this to be self-care. Yeah. But we want to open our shoulders because we may have been on the computer a bit today. Release. You're going to fold over your legs with the weight of your body. Let your head hang. Soften your chest over your legs. Relax your hands. Yeah, melt over the legs. Now you're going to round up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale overhead. Clasp your hands together overhead. Roll your palms to face up. Long spine, beautiful. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands forward and you'll come back to tabletop on your hands and your knees. And let's just let go through the lower back. So come into a cat and then rounding into cow. And now come back to a flat back and you'll raise your left leg behind you and your right arm in front of you. Bend your left knee, reach around for the left foot with the right hand. And noticing the left knee in line with the left hip and the right hip over the right knee. Right, sometimes we might come out to the side and even our left leg might come out to the side too. And you're going to release, lengthen the spine, then let your right hand come down to the mat. Your left foot comes off to the right side of your mat. Keeping your left hand on the mat, you're going to inhale your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release it down. Inhale it up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale up. Exhale, releasing down. Bend your left knee. And so now as you walk back, you'll come to cow with your knees stacking here. And of course, options, you know, you guys look good, but you can always have your right foot on the floor. So your left elbow's reaching towards the ceiling. And now your right hand rotates back behind you and allowing your arms to reach for each other. So there's a feeling that your right elbow is reaching down towards the floor and the left elbow is reaching up towards the ceiling. So they've got opposite movements, directly up and directly down. Nice. Let the back of the neck lengthen. Nice. Your sits bones ground. Inhale and exhale. Yes. Breathing. Allowing the shoulders to open, to melt. Letting go of any struggle that maybe you found in this pose. And then release your arms and melt over your legs. Let your head hang. The weight of your chest, opening the hips. Breathing. Softening your neck, your shoulders. And you're gonna inhale overhead, rising, bring your arms overhead, clasp your hands together, roll your palms to face up, press up, inhale, exhale, bring your hands forward, coming back to tabletop, uncrossing your legs, and take a cat and cow to allow your spine to release any tension. And then curl your toes under and sit back onto your heels. Draw the belly up and in so the spine lengthens. Maybe the chin kind of comes in a little bit towards the spine with that Jandhara Bandha, our energy lock at the throat. And let's sort of like withdraw the senses here we'll do another 3 Bhramari breaths. So you'll take your hands to your ears if that's comfortable. And as you're exhaling, make that sound of the B. Ready, releasing your hands down alongside you. Bring your hands forward and go ahead and press back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. And alternate your heels into the mat here. And then press back into both heels. Take a breath, inhale and exhale. We're gonna take 4 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And last breath, inhale and exhale. So bend your knees and your elbows and go ahead and walk or step forward to the top of the mat. Now swing side to side here. Let go through the hips, through the lower back, through your neck and your shoulders. And then come back to center, and you're gonna round up 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders up and down and back. Nice. Inhale overhead. And now exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen through your spine to a flat back. And now hold here with a flat back for a couple breaths. Maybe bend your knees if you'd like to. Look for where you how straight the legs need to be to get the most opening in the hamstrings here. Breathing. And now release the crown of the head down. Bend your knees until you can hug behind your calves and hug the chest towards your thighs. And then release your hands down towards the mat or on your shins or your feet. You go ahead and inhale, lengthen again to a flat back. Exhale, release down. You're gonna sit back with your right leg into a lunge, come down to your right knee, top of your right foot, and hold here. Let the hips sink in. Your left knee over your left ankle. Beautiful. Now you're going to take your right arm and slide your right arm back, then inhale, bring your right arm overhead. Exhale, circling. Inhaling, opening. Exhale, circling. And again, inhale, open. And exhale, back down. Now you're going to take your left arm, slide your left arm back, open and around. And circling again, opening. And once more, opening. And now you'll take your left hand to your left inner thigh and go ahead and toe heel your left foot off to the left side of your mat. Your right hand can come to the floor beside your mat. And then if you'd like to bend your back knee, you can. But you can keep your right leg straight and just gaze over your left shoulder. Just have a sense of melting through the hips. And if you're gazing back, open the chest, like roll the right shoulder open. Nice, nice. Yes, breathing. You're gonna release your hands forward. And from here, you're gonna take your right foot to the left side of your mat, and then you're just gonna walk back onto your sits bones. So I'm gonna face you so you can see me a little better. Take a hold of your left foot with your hands, or you can have a strap if you have a strap near you. Nice. Nice, Tracy. And your spine is extending up tall. So then we're going to take a hold of the left big toe or the strap with the left hand. You're going to open your right arm for a counterbalance and bring the left leg off to the left. And still rock. See if you can rock right up onto the sits bones. And we'll take this left leg across our body. So you're going to change hands. Your right hand comes to the outside edge of your left foot or to the strap. And then you open your left arm for the counterbalance. And rocking forward onto the sits bones. Nice. And then releasing, you're going to bend your left knee. Take your left foot to the floor in front of your right shin. Inhale up through your right side. Then exhale, twist towards your left knee. Your left hand comes behind you. Feel the spine elongating up. Breathing down into the belly. And then go ahead and untwist to center. You're going to bring your hands forward, come back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. And then alternate heels into the mat. And then we're gonna take 5 breaths here. So come into down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. You're gonna bend your knees and your elbows and step forward to the top of the mat. Go ahead and round up through your spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders up and down and back. Inhale overhead and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Hold here, lengthen out through the spine. Bend your knees if you need to. Just feel where you're feeling the opening in the hamstrings and hold here. Contract the belly up towards the lower back. And then release down. And you're gonna hug behind your shins again, behind your calves again. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring your chest closer to your thighs and the crown of the head closer towards the floor. Then release your hands to the mat. Inhale or to your shins. Lengthen through the spine to a flat back. And then exhale, release down. Step back with your left leg this time into a lunge. And you're gonna hold here in your lunge, allowing your hips to sink in. Opening the chest will help to open the hips. Each breath, find some melting. Doesn't that feel good? So good. So good after biking quite a bit today for me. My daughter is the youngest daughter who does everything in a big way, who hiked the Pacific Crest Trail and everything. She's getting so into biking. I mean, we all have to find something in this, quarantine, but biking is what she's finding. So she went back out. We did 30 miles and then she's back out there again. I guess that's not that much, but for me it is. Okay, so you bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Oh wait, we got to do our arm circles. So let's circle first with our left arm, circling back and around and up. And I like these arm circles. They just kind of allow us to relax a little bit more into the hips. And the movement sometimes brings a little more opening. And then your right arm, circling it back and around and forward and back and around and forward and again back and around and forward, and then to the inside of your right thigh. Toe heel your right foot out to the right side of the mat, your left hand to the floor beside you, and then gazing over your right shoulder. And if it's comfortable, bending your back knee and reaching for your right foot with your left foot with your right hand. Melting in, hips sinking open. You're going to release your left foot behind you. So you're going to take your left foot to the right side of your mat and then walking back till you come onto your sits bones and raising your right leg. So you can have a strap on your right leg, whatever allows you to rock forward onto your sits bones and your spine to rise. Right, because this is one of those things where we want to take the opening out of the lower back and into the leg. So then from here, we'll take the right leg off to the side. Your left arm opens for a counterweight and rocking forward onto the sits bones. Nice. And then we'll bring the right leg across the body so your left hand comes to the outside of your right foot, nice, or to your strap. So we have crisscross. So it's your left arm to your right foot. Yeah, okay. I was trying to be able to see your lefts and your rights in the camera. And I'm not great with left and rights to begin with, and that is more challenging looking at your image. Then coming back to center, bending the right knee, and the right sole of the foot comes to the floor. You're going to inhale up through your left side, and then exhale, twist towards your right knee. Your right hand comes behind you. Feel the crown of your head rising, and full breaths into the belly expanding against your right inner thigh. And you're going to release back to center and go ahead and come forward into down dog. Inhale and exhale. So you're going to take your knees down to the mat. Inhale and then exhale, press back into down dog. Inhale, bring your knees down towards the mat. Exhale back into your down dog. Inhale, knees down to the mat. I'm pressing back, and we'll do two more. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, press back. Inhale, knees down. And exhale, press back. Bend your knees and your elbows and step to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Roll your shoulders up and down and back. And then I'm just going to show you, my camera keeps dropping. I want to just bring this up a little bit. Breath of joy. So breath of joy is we inhale our arms straight out. This is a third of an inhale, another third of an inhale out, and our last third of an inhale, our arms come up. And then we just do a full exhale down and back. So it looks kind of like this. I'll do one to show you. It's like, and you can exhale through your mouth on the exhale. Let's do that. And I think this is a good one. We need to breathe in some joy, right? And it's a good just release too. So we'll do like around 5 rounds of this. I'll let you know when to stop. So we can go ahead and start. Inhale. One more. Now let your arms come down to your sides. Close your eyes. Feel the effect of the breath of joy. Let your weight settle over your feet. Opening your eyes, and we'll do another set of 5 breaths of joy. So inhale. Last one. Coming back up, swing it out side to side. And then let your arms drop down alongside you. And we'll come to some balancing poses. So you're going to raise your right knee and then bring your right knee out to the side, finding where you would like tree to be this evening, bringing your arms overhead, sits bones dropping. So release your arms out to your sides. Then you're going to take a hold of your right big toe with your right hand. And so this is kind of like what we were doing on the floor, but now we're doing it standing and just extending any amount. So you could have a strap here as well, if you like. And also a really good one to just go ahead and, if you have a wall, you can practice doing it against a wall to hold you up. Look at you, Lindsay, beautiful. So let's also take our right leg behind us. Let your sits bones drop. Pull the right foot in towards the buttock. Let your right knee be in line with your left. And then release down, just opening those quads. So we will come now into tree on the opposite side, raising your left knee and bringing your left knee out to the side. Find tree for yourself this evening. While your arms come overhead. Dropping the sits bones. Find your breath. Release your arms out to your sides. Take a hold of your left big toe with your left hand. And then deciding how much you would like to elongate. And of course, you could do this against the wall. Nice. And then we'll bend this left knee, bringing it in line with your right knee and pulling the left heel in towards the left buttock. The sits bones dropping. As you kind of drop your sits bones and almost come into a pelvic tilt without your knee moving, you're going to feel more opening in your quad. And then releasing down. Just take 5-pointed star side to side. And you'll come back to the top of your mat. Let's move a little bit with some sun salutations. Inhaling overhead. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back down. Step back for plank. Chaturanga or all the way down to the mat. Inhale, opening forward. Exhale, flow back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat or hop or walk. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back down. Step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Rounding up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale And exhale. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Full exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back for plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Step forward to the top of the mat, rounding up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. On your exhale, release down. Right foot comes back, warrior one. Inhale overhead. Exhale, reach forward and back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Inhale overhead. Exhale, reach forward and back. Inhale overhead. Exhale, forward and back. And now inhale overhead. Exhale, take your hands forward to the top of the mat. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back with your left foot into warrior one. Inhale overhead. Exhale, reach forward and back. Inhale overhead. Exhale, forward and back. Inhale overhead. Exhale, forward and back. Now inhale overhead. Exhale, step forward to the top of the mat. Left foot meets right. Round up through your spine. Inhale overhead. Exhale, you're going to sit down into Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathing here. Maybe gazing up. Feel your feet anchoring to the mat. Yes. Breathe. Release your hands down to the mat. Let the crown of your head drop. Bring your hands up behind your back for waterfall. Clasp them together. Let them fall forward. Release the hands down to the mat. Go ahead and step back for plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise your right leg up towards the sky. One-legged dog. Breathe here. Feel the energy out through the right heel. Both sides of the body long. Inhale, on your exhale, bring your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. Press back through the left heel. Maybe some tiny shifts forward and back here. And then you're going to step forward with your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Just come into a squatting position here. Hands to heart center. There may be some little shifts side to side, opening the hips. So you'll take your hands to the center of your body. You're going to bring your left arm back behind you. Your right elbow is still opening your right knee. You gaze over your left shoulder. And you can take that bind if you like with your right arm coming in front of your right shin. Anchor through the feet. And then you're gonna release back to center. Take your hands to heart center. Let the tailbone drop. Your spine long. And then release your left hand down to the mat. And now open through the right shoulder, gazing over the right shoulder. Your left elbow still opening your left knee. And then if you would like to take that bind, you can. Breathing. Then go ahead and come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. Let your elbows open your knees. Take your hands to the middle of the mat and raise the hips, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a yoga toe lock around your big toes and your elbows, coming out to your sides, drawing the crown of the head down towards the mat. Now inhale, lengthen through the spine to a flat back. And then exhale, drop the crown of the head. Now inhale, lengthen to a flat back. And then exhale, drop the crown of your head. One more, you're gonna inhale, lengthen. And exhale, drop the crown of the head. Release your hands from your toes and toe heel your feet back in together. You're gonna round up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, nice. Inhale, overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back down. Step back with your right foot into warrior one. Inhale, overhead, and then exhale, open into warrior two, sinking down. Hold here in warrior two. Feel the body opening. Right, allow your body to melt into the pose. Allow the pose to work for you. Give it some time to sort of simmer. And then reverse warrior. Left arm overhead, right arm down your right leg. And then side angle. Left elbow to left knee and right arm reaching forward. From here, you're going to come back up for warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Nice. Bring your body weight forward and sinking down for Trikonasana. Breathing here. Let the back of the left leg elongate. You raise your body up by your right arm. Rotate your hips to face forward. Hands to small the back or reverse prayer. Yes, straightening the left leg and hinging forward over the left leg. Then you can release your hands alongside your left leg. Pull the left hip back. Now we're going to come into Ardha Chandrasana from here. So you're going to bend your left knee. Bring your left hand in front of your left hip. And then right hand to right hip. Raising your right leg till it's parallel with the mat. And then maybe raising your right arm. You could challenge yourself to raise your left arm, engaging the core. And when you're ready, folding forward to the top of the mat. And just bend one knee and the other, wiggle it out a little bit. Now round up through your spine. Nice. Inhale overhead. Full inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release down. Step back with your left foot into warrior one. Inhale, rising. Exhale, open into warrior two, sinking down. Bending your right knee. Breathe. Feel the opening through warrior two. And then reverse warrior. Left hand down, left leg. Right arm comes overhead, opening your right side body. And then into side angle, right elbow to right knee, left arm overhead. Nice. Press into the left foot, out through your left fingertips. I'm gonna come back up for warrior two, and then straighten your right leg, bring your body weight forward, and sinking down for Trikonasana. Breathe. Enjoy the opening of triangle. Think about connecting your head with your spine. Feel the soles of the feet anchoring to the mat. You're going to raise your body up by your left arm. And so we're going to do pyramid, then into Ardha Chandrasana. You'll adjust your hips to face towards your right foot. Hands to small the back or into reverse prayer. Maybe inching them up in reverse prayer if you have them in reverse prayer. Pressing the palms together. And then hinging forward over your right leg. Hold here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can let your hands come down alongside your right leg. Pulling the right hip back. From here, we're going to make our way into Ardha Chandrasana. So you're going to bend your right knee, take your right hand forward. Now left hand to left hip to start. Left leg raises, then raising your left arm. Maybe if you want to challenge yourself to that core strength, raising the right hand. Breathing. And folding forward whenever you're ready. And then just wiggle that out side to side into each hip. And around up through your spine. Beautiful. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold forward through heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release down, step back for plank. You're gonna lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, opening forward. Exhale, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise your left leg up towards the sky. One-legged dog. And now bring your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. I realized that we had forgotten to do this earlier. And little shifts into the left hip. Or into the, well, it's the right hip too, but in the right hip flexor. And then you're going to step back into down dog. You're going to raise your right leg up towards the sky. And exhale, right knee to outside of right elbow, hovering in a plank position. Nice, holding here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee outside of left elbow. Pull that knee up into the chest. And now inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee into chest. We're going to come forward for pigeon. Right foot to the left side of the mat. Squaring your hips. And then folding forward over your legs. Melting down. Take a breath into the heart. Let your right shoulder soften and your left. And then breathe into the right hip. Pick one tiny spot in the right hip where you're feeling sensation and send a breath there. And then a long, slow exhale. Dissolving.
letting go, ease, finding ease. This is your time. This is your self-care. Couple more breaths here. Welcoming the opening of pigeon. Welcoming really the emotional letting go we can do in pigeon with the hip opening and the safety of facing down towards the ground. You're gonna slowly walk your hands back in towards your body. Allow your chest to open. Breathing. I guess it's perfect timing for Savasana because it looks like you've got dark at your house, both of your houses. Curl your left toes under. Bring your right leg back to meet your left in down dog. And just windshield wiper your hips, your heels side to side. Your hips do also. Then press back into your down dog. And you're gonna raise your left leg up towards the sky. One-legged dog. And now exhale, left knee outside of left elbow. Hovering here, holding in your plank position. Now inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee outside of right elbow. Pull this knee up into the belly. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, come forward for pigeon on this side. Left foot to right side of the mat. Square your hips. And then you're gonna fold forward over your legs. Send a breath into your left hip and exhale, just allow some melting there, any amount. And relax your right shoulder, your left shoulder. Find any tiny spot in your left hip, just one teeny, tiny little pinpoint spot. And send an inhale to that one little spot. Now long, slow exhale. See if you can melt that spot. Nice. Giving way. Softening your hands. Relaxing your jaw. Feel your breath. Just let your attention follow your breath. Softening your neck. Another couple breaths here. You're gonna slowly walk your hands back in towards your body and raising your chest up off of the mat. Inhaling and exhale back to down dog. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees till your knees hover down off the mat. Let your hips hike up. Exhale back into your heels. Inhale down and exhale back. Once more, inhale down and exhale back. You're gonna go ahead and come down to your knees and let's come to a straddle opening, bringing your legs out wide. Press your hips forward. And then just walking your hands forward, let your chest drape down between your legs. Melt your chest, melt the shoulders. Breathe into the back of the right leg. Exhale, let go through the right leg. Breathe into the back of the left leg. Exhale, let go. Soften your feet. I'm going to walk your hands back in towards your body and taking your hands right behind your knees, slide your knees back in together and go ahead and lay back down onto your back on the mat. And you're going to take your right ankle across your left thigh. Scoot your hips off to the left side of your mat and then let your knees fall to the right. And you can bring your arms out in goalpost arms if you like, or out in a T. Allow the right leg to be heavy on the left, melting down. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe into the outside of the hip, the outside of the left hip. Inhale and exhale, melt the outside of the left leg. And you're going to bring your knees back to center, uncross your legs. Take your hips to the center of the mat and just let your knees fall side to side a couple times. And now you'll take your left ankle to your right thigh and wiggle your hips off to the right side of your mat. Let your knees fall to the left and you'll gaze to the right this time. Come on, your left leg be heavy on the right. Breathe into your right hip. Feel it dissolving in the whole body and letting go. Now letting go into the connection with yourself. Into that self-care. And then you're going to bring your knees back to center, the soles of your feet to the floor. Allow your knees to fall side to side. Now draw your right knee into your chest, bring your left leg long on the mat, and circle your right ankle. And then reverse, bring your right leg long on the mat, your left knee into your chest, and circle your left ankle. Now draw both knees into your chest, hug your knees in and out, and in and out. And then footprints on the ceiling for happy baby. Your knees alongside your ribs. You can take any little movements you need. And then we're gonna come into Savasana, but if there's any last movements, like we didn't get to a plow or a shoulder stand or a headstand or a back bend, if there's anything, because it's your practice, it's your time. So if there's anything you want to do, go ahead and find those movements. You know what your body is still asking for. And then when you're ready and you feel like your body's at ease, bring your legs long on the mat for Savasana. And your arms down alongside you. And I want you to scrunch up your toes on your right foot and then up into the right knee, the right calf, the right thigh, into the right buttock, the right hip. Squeeze as tight as you can. And then let it all go. Melt your right leg. Let it completely melt onto the mat. And now scrunch up your left toes, your left sole of your foot, the left knee, the left leg, the left hip, the whole left leg. Really, 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 really tight. And melt it. Now you're going to take both arms, scrunch your hands, your lower arms, your elbows, your biceps, and your arms might even rise up off of the mat a tiny bit. Your shoulders. Make tight, 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 and now let them melt. Then scrunch up your face tight, your lips, your eyes. And release the face. And draw your attention down to your belly and feel the rise and fall of the breath. Let go of everything else. becoming aware of your breath, or of your legs on the mat, or of your arms on the mat. Some small movements in your toes, on your fingers. Draw your right knee into your chest and then your left. And roll to the side of your body. And then slowly, with gentleness, pressing up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together, heart center. A couple breaths here. Couple breaths without rushing off of the mat, with savoring your practice just for a few more moments. Maybe making a vow to bring this feeling with you off of your mat. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace, and may you be free. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Oh,